So, hello, good morning, everyone. We are today with Yasmine. She is here, and maybe you can just start to introduce yourself.
Hi, Alyssa. I'm Yasmine Haddad, and I'm a clinical dietitian licensed in the UAE. I grew up actually in Lebanon and Switzerland. This is where I got my education from, in a bachelor in nutrition and then a master's in food technology at the American University of Beirut. So I'm very passionate about health, wellness, and food as well. And this is why after my master's degree, I decided to pursue an internship, so a training at a hospital. In order to get licensed by the authorities, you have to have a training 1 year at a credible hospital. So I did that, where I saw different cases, and it was very interesting experience. And from there, I worked at different diet centers because I loved the catering aspect as well as the clinical. So I liked that diet centers merged the two. And I learned a lot about like food and recipes and clinical work. And then from there, I moved to Dubai, where I saw there are a lot of opportunities in Dubai. And I've been working in now a clinic. It's an outpatients clinic and multidisciplinary team, but more focused on pediatrics. So I see a lot of more infants, children, teenagers, and so families in general.
Yeah, that's a really interesting background. Thank you so much for that. And maybe you can just tell us what motivated you to start with your Instagram account.
Yes, I think this is a very interesting question because it wasn't too long ago. So I had a personal one, very private, only like a few people, like family and friends. And then, but I always had like an interest in social media and its impact. Then Corona happened. So the pandemic took place, and I had more time. And so I told myself, let me create and focus more on public account and to raise awareness. And I think it's just I really didn't have like a set plan on how my page would, or how like it would attract. I mean, it's amazing because it is really digital world is so powerful nowadays, and it really connects people. And it's good because it also raises awareness for all like mothers and families, and this is what I'm using it for. And I feel also I'm benefiting like people I know and people I don't know as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think Corona was actually also a great opportunity for many of us now, as well as us. And now we can see how easy it is to communicate with each other and maybe, yeah, to do the best of the situation. I think that's a really, really amazing opportunity that we can use in this difficult time. So, and we are also interested, maybe you can just tell us what makes your services unique. What is the most important thing you say, okay, I'm unique because of that?
Actually, I'm a people's person. So I love interacting with people. I have worked in a lab before, so when I was doing my food science background, and I realized I belong with people, not in the lab. And this is why I love what I do, because I see it's very rewarding. So to answer your question, basically, what I do is I put myself in the mother or the father or the child's shoes, or to try to understand what exactly is happening to be able to help them. So this is what makes my services unique, because I mean, other than the experience and seeing frequent or different cases, so experience plays a big role, because sometimes you can read things in a book, but when you come to apply it, it's not always easy.
Yeah.
And I've noticed, really, because we as nutritionists or dietitians, we know so much, and there's so much information, and information keeps changing, and we always have to keep ourselves up to date. And this is why I take a lot of different, like courses, webinars, and so on. But we also have to practice, and when we practice, it's like different. It's like, oh,
yes,
oh,
yes,
okay.
definitely. And I think that's also something that most of the parents are looking for, someone who can understand the situation, because as you already mentioned, every family, every child is different, and you have to be able to connect with these people and to make that unique, as you say. Okay, great. And maybe to summarize, you can you can just say to our followers, which are your services? So what is exactly what you are offering, what you have for
Yes. So, to answer your question, my area of expertise, to be specific, is an introduction to solids. So weaning, whether it's baby-led weaning or the spoon-feeding approach, because this also vary on the parents, on the families. Although I usually suggest we include both and mix the both, because they are very useful. And also children, so picky eating, which is very common. It's not always easy to handle. It requires a lot of patience as strategies, as well as teenagers' weight management, because due to the pandemic also there has been an increase in weight gain and eating disorders. So I try my best to also collaborate with different doctors and psychologists to help the youth, better improve their relationship with food. As well as women at pregnancy. So during pregnancy, they need a special plan. I get mothers with gestational, so diabetes, and I help them regulate their blood sugar through healthy eating and diet, as well as women breastfeeding, menopause. So women's health in general is also what I do, and weight management for adults.
And that's amazing. It's just the topics we are also working with. And something really interesting with you is how many languages you can. So,
well, I speak Arabic, given that I'm from Syria. So I'm Arabic speaking, English, and French as well.
That is amazing. So, and you are also offering your services in those languages, or just in one of them?
I'm actually offering in Arabic, English, and I have also a small portion of patients French speaking who prefer to have a consultation in French. Yes, so I have 2 of them. Yes.
Super amazing. Okay, and at least maybe just a short invitation for our public, our following, to follow you and to keep just the attention to our project and everything what is coming on.
Thank you so much, and for having me. And I think you also like what you're doing is great to have this platform to help mothers and families. It's very important, and it has to be a credible one. So I salute you for what you're doing. Keep it up. And I noticed I didn't put my account name. I just put my name. I wasn't sure what to put.
No worries.
Nutrition by
Yes, we will put it then under the video.
Oh.
Okay, so that was, we are so happy to have you with us in the team and to have you on board, and we are just waiting for that what is coming on June. And thank you so much for accept our invitation and to be part of our feelfoodflow team.
Thank you for having me. Thanks a lot.
Have a nice day, Yasmine.
You too. Thank you.